those small requests can feel hard to turn down, but they're zapping your energy and stalling your growth. So today, we're going to talk about how to say no to low-value work by using a simple framework that protects your time and sharpens your focus. And here's what we'll cover: identifying why we struggle to say no to low-value work, using your brand strategy to evaluate requests, and applying a decision-making framework to protect your time for high-leverage work. So, why do we struggle so much with this? Well, most of us fall into this trap because these requests seem so urgent in the moment, and they often require less mental energy than the deep work we know we should be doing. But you know how it goes. You sit down at your desk in the morning, your calendar is clear, you've blocked off time for that high-value project, the one you know requires focus. But then, the emails start rolling in. A colleague needs 5 minutes of your time. A client calls with a quick question. And fast forward to the end of the day. Sure feels like you've been busy, but that high priority work, it's still sitting there, untouched. And this isn't just a one-day problem. 1 week turns into 2, 2 into 3. And that high priority project of yours, the one that could truly move the needle, it sits idle. Now, I know you want to be a leader, believing that by saying yes shows that we're team players, that we're on top of things. And there's even this underlying fear that if we say no, we might miss out on something important. But what if the exact opposite is true? What if by saying yes to all these low-value activities is precisely what's causing us to miss out on the truly important work? Because you know what? Behind every meaningful yes should be 100 no's. Now, this is a simple concept, but simple doesn't mean easy. It just means distilled. Because being able to say no takes practice. And not only that, it requires clarity around your brand strategy. You need to clearly understand the value of your expertise, to have a refined offering that's not bloated with distracting deliverables and processes, to know exactly who your customer is, what market you're serving, and the purpose that's driving your business. And not just in rough terms, but in crisp, clear writing. Because without this clarity, it becomes increasingly difficult to know what to say yes to and what to decline. So, when evaluating any opportunity or request, you should ask yourself 3 important questions. Does this activity help others? Does it grow my business? And does it help me grow professionally? Now, these might be simple, but their simplicity masks just how powerful these questions can be. And it's exactly why I place so much value in creating videos just like this. Because just by engaging in the process, I'm helping others by distilling concepts into insights based on my customers' key pain points. I'm building my brand and my business by sharing my expertise through content. And I'm growing professionally by better understanding my customers and improving my communication skills at the same time. So the activities that answer yes to all 3 questions, this is your high leverage work. And it deserves the majority of your attention. Everything else should be scrutinized and in most cases, declined. So when someone presents you with an opportunity, run it through these 3 questions. They create a filter that makes decision-making easier. And if it doesn't check all 3 boxes, well, you now have an objective reason to say no. But implementing this framework, it's not just about saying no more often. It's about creating space for a wholehearted yes. so that your calendar reflects your priorities, not everyone else's. And when you consistently apply this framework, you'll notice some significant changes. The quality of your work will improve because it's getting the attention it deserves. Your business will be better aligned with your brand strategy. And professionally, you'll deepen your expertise because you're consistently engaging in work that challenges you in all the right ways. Because the fact is, every decision you make is either protecting your focus or pulling you away from it. And the growth we're looking for doesn't happen by saying yes to everything. It happens by being intentional about what deserves your time. Which brings us to the key takeaways for today. 1, build clarity around your brand strategy. Clearly understand your value, offering, audience, and purpose so you can effectively evaluate opportunities. This clarity is your first line of defense against distraction. 2, apply the 3-question framework to every opportunity. Does it help others? Does it grow your business? Does it help you grow professionally? These activities that answer yes to all 3 deserve your time and energy. And 3, practice saying no. It gets easier when you have a clear framework to guide your decisions. Remember that saying no to the wrong things creates space to say yes to the right ones. Because your time is your most valuable asset. So invest it in activities that go beyond motion and create meaningful impact. And as always, thank you for listening. If you found this topic valuable, leave a comment down below. If you know someone who could benefit from this video, please share it with them. And if you're ready to turn your expertise into consistent brand-aligned content, visit remotebrand.com to discover how I can help.